Hey there, everybody. Thank you for joining us on ABC24 Plus. I am Chief Meteorologist Trevor Birchett, coming to you with an update on the potential for some heavy thunderstorms as we look ahead to Saturday evening and Saturday night. Now, we're getting into fall now. That's our secondary severe weather season here in Memphis. A lot of people think about the springtime when we have severe weather, but we can also get strong storms in the fall months when those big time cold fronts start to come down. You get the warm air mass ahead of it, cold air mass behind it. Those combine to produce the threat of thunderstorms. So this is kind of the first big cold front that we're seeing this season. There will likely be more of these to come. So I wanted to hop on and give you an update, kind of time out the storm chances hour by hour. I know we have a lot going on this weekend, so I want to make sure you know exactly when these storms are going to be near you and also exactly how strong they could be. So let's go ahead and get right to it. Here's what you need to know. The weather impact alert. We are tracking that potential for showers and thunderstorms Saturday evening into Saturday night. So I want to make a point here before we get even too far into this, that most of Saturday is going to be great. We're going to start out with some sunshine. It's going to be a very warm afternoon. Saturday morning, Saturday evening, for the most part, look okay. These storms are going to come in after sunset Saturday. So this is more toward 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m. that those storms really start to move in. So if you have plans early in the day, I know we have River Arts Fest downtown. That looks fine. These storms come in late Saturday evening and Saturday night after sunset. They could produce some heavy rain, maybe even some high wind gusts in some of the strongest thunderstorms. So that's why we're giving you that weather impact alert for Saturday, because again, those storms could impact your plans. That's just our way of giving you the extra heads up, especially if you're going to be out around dinner time Saturday evening, or maybe even a little later than that into Saturday night. There is going to be a potential for some stronger thunderstorms. You can actually see how strong this cold front is. We go from 87 degrees on Saturday to 69 on Sunday. So a big time drop in temperature. That is a big sign of a strong cold front. And that's what's going to spark up some of these thunderstorms for Saturday evening and Saturday night. Notice temperatures stay pretty low after that too. We'll talk more about the big cool down here in just a little bit. Let's talk about your storm potential first. As we look at Saturday's forecast, again, I want you to notice that most of the day is good. We'll start off Saturday with some sunshine, temperatures in the 70s, maybe a little more muggy than it has been ahead of that storm system. But rain chances stay pretty low through the day. 3 o'clock, 86. We'll notice a few more clouds Saturday afternoon. But I think the better chance for storms starts to come in again by dinner time, and then especially toward 8, 9, 10 o'clock. That's when the heaviest storms will roll in. So don't let this ruin your whole day Saturday. This is going to be more later in the day that we see the storms. And here's a better look at that as we look at the rain chances. Notice how low they are through lunchtime into the early afternoon. They really don't start to come up until about 7 o'clock. So if you have plans before 7 p.m. Saturday, get out and enjoy it. Great weekend. Going to be a little warm, but most of the day looks fine. I'd say after 7 p.m., just have in the back of your mind that storms could impact your plans. We do have a risk of some strong to severe thunderstorms on Saturday. Again, it's that time of year. This is a pretty low severe weather risk. This is a level 2 out of 5 for Memphis and all of the Mid-South. So we're not talking about an extremely high severe weather risk, but it does go to show that some storms, they could be just a little bit stronger. So that's something we're going to be watching pretty carefully here as we look ahead to Saturday evening. Breaking down the threats specifically with this system, I'm really going to be looking out for a couple of high wind gusts. I think that's probably our biggest concern out of this. For 90% of us, I think you're going to see a regular thunderstorm, a good heavy downpour, some thunder and lightning, maybe a wind gust or two. For most of us, that's all it's going to be. There's going to be a couple of thunderstorms that could be a little rowdier, maybe get wind gusts up to 50 or 60 miles an hour. That could get into a damaging wind category. And those really heavy downpours could produce some flooding rain. So if you're going to be out late Saturday, you might notice the roadways getting a little ponding on them, especially in the areas that typically flood. But that's really what I'm going to be looking out for. Some high wind gusts, some heavy rain, some thunder and lightning. Tornado potential, minimal. Hail potential, minimal. This is not the kind of setup that we would look for those two hazards. Now, it's fall, severe weather season. We can't rule it out. I can never tell you 100% there will not be a tornado, but I think the odds are very, very slim, very low for a tornado this time around. I don't think that's going to be a big issue for us. We'll time it out hour by hour. I want to start off Saturday morning at 6 a.m. Notice the radar is completely clear. So that is good news as we start off Saturday. Most of Saturday afternoon looks great. Here's 3 o'clock. Still looking nice. So if you're trying to catch some football outside, one of the games, put it on the porch TV. Looks great for it. Through about 3 o'clock, no issues. But here comes that line of thunderstorms. By about 6 o'clock, we'll start to see those storms move into eastern Arkansas. So places like Poinsett County, Wynne, you might see some storms as early as 6 or 7 p.m. They'll get a little closer to the river by 9 o'clock. So here's 9 p.m. Saturday. That's when those storms will be passing through Memphis, DeSoto County, West Tennessee, and North Mississippi. And that's the time frame that, could be a little bit stronger with some heavy rain and high wind gusts. That line of storms continues east by 10 p.m. into North Mississippi, Oxford, Corinth. A lot of people are going to be down in Oxford watching that big game down there on the square. Of course, it's an away game, but a lot of people are going to be celebrating down there, hopefully watching that game. So a heads up for you, right about 10 o'clock, we could see some thunderstorms into Oxford near the Ole Miss campus, and then moving into Selmer and Corinth by about 11 p.m. or midnight. So again, heavy rain, high wind gusts with that batch of storms. Look how quickly it clears out. By 2 a.m. it's out of here, and certainly by Sunday morning, 4, 5 a.m., we're cleared out. And then Sunday looks great. Sunshine and a lot cooler. Wind gusts could be a little high on Saturday ahead of the storms, 20 to 25 mile an hour gusts. And then once that cold front comes through, the winds are going to switch direction. They're going to come in out of the north. So it's going to be pretty breezy still on Sunday, but it's going to be pumping in some cooler air out of the north that we're going to keep an eye on. And that's what's going to bring in that big drop in temperature that we've been talking about. So here comes cold front number 1 that brings in showers and storms Saturday night. First cold front passes through and it cools us down. So we're already going to get some fall-like weather to move in, but then a second cold front comes in by the middle of the week, Tuesday into Wednesday. That's going to bring in another drop in temperature. It's going to kind of keep us cooler as we go through the end of the week. So look at these temperatures. Average high is 75. We've been way above that this week. It's been very warm this week in Memphis. We'll get to 87 ahead of the storm Saturday, but then temperatures stay below average. After that, 69, your high temperature Sunday, 74 Monday, 73 Tuesday. We'll be in the 60s and 70s to end the week as well. So some cooler weather coming in behind this storm system. Overall, rain chances go down after the storm Saturday night. I think most of us are dry for several days, but next Thursday, next Friday, maybe a few more showers moving in. You add it up, looks like about an inch, maybe an inch and a half of rain across the Mid-South. We've been talking a lot about the farmers. You might think they need the rain, which they do. We're in a drought. It's been very dry, so we'll take whatever rain we can get. The problem is this is right around harvest time. So they're trying to get whatever they can out of the ground. So they're working around the clock as much as they can to get that harvest in. So really at this point, we don't need any more rain. We need it to be as dry as possible so they can get all that harvest up. Luckily, that is pretty much wrapped up at this point. For many farmers, they've finished up as whatever they can because we will have that rain coming in Saturday night. Hopefully that harvest will be wrapped up by then. Still very dry though, so we'll take the rain. Still a moderate to severe drought across the Mid-South. We've had a little more rain lately, but it's been so dry back in July, August, early September. So we still are technically in a drought. We'll need a little bit more rain to clear that out. Temperatures near normal for the next couple of days. That's why we're kind of in the gray zone. We're not going to be cooler than average. We're not going to be warmer than average. We'll be right around average here for the next couple of weeks. I do want to remind you, if you're out and about tomorrow, you can get the latest updates and information on the ABC24 Plus streaming app. That is a free download for your smart TV. Just like you download Netflix or Hulu or another app like that on your TV, we have an app. So just search ABC24. This is also good for those kids. If you've sent them off to college here, they can watch our severe weather coverage when storms hit and keep updated there. So again, that's for Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV. You can also watch our coverage anytime on our app. Download ABC24 on your phone, and we'll have our extended weather coverage there. As we roll into our secondary severe weather season, I do want to just remind you of who we cover. Who are we responsible for at ABC24? Well, we cover a whole slew of counties, not just Memphis and Shelby County. We cover eastern Arkansas, we cover North Mississippi, we cover West Tennessee. So if your county is on this map, if it's highlighted, you are our responsibility. So we provide you extended weather coverage. Anytime the weather gets bad enough, that's when you'll see us come in and do that extended coverage for you, either on TV or on the streaming app. So I do just want to let you know, if you're on this map, you belong to us, and we will cover you if storms are rolling in. It doesn't just have to be in Memphis. Any of these counties up to Dyersburg, over to Selmer, Corinth, down to Oxford, Clarksdale, over toward Forest City, Wynne, Harrisburg, up to Blytheville. We cover all of y'all, so we're going to keep a close eye on you, not only for this time, but as we roll into severe weather season as well. Again, 87 Saturday afternoon. Most of Saturday looks just fine. Storms arrive Saturday evening and Saturday night. Could be a little stronger, heavy rain, high wind gusts. If you're going to be out for dinner time Saturday or after that, keep an eye on that radar with the free ABC24 app. We'll let you know when the storms are coming in. Much cooler after that, though. Sunny and dry Sunday. So Sunday looks great, a lot cooler, 69 the high temperature. We drop to 49 degrees in Memphis Sunday night and Monday morning. Some spots cooler than that if you're out in the suburbs. Beautiful sunshine Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, highs in the 70s. We do see a few more clouds by Thursday, maybe a couple of more sprinkles Friday of next week as another cold front comes in. You see that keeps our temperatures below normal for a change in the 60s and 70s. So, of course, we're going to keep you updated right here on ABC24 as those storms approach. I'll be here throughout the day tomorrow, keeping tabs on it. We'll have updates wherever you're watching now. I'll have more updates here tomorrow. And, of course, download that ABC24 app for your phone, your TV, wherever you have it. We'll be streaming there to keep you updated. For now, though, I'm Chief Meteorologist Trevor Birchett. We'll let you go. Keep an eye on that radar Saturday evening and Saturday night.